Hello everyone, this is the Twin Flame Twin Within Energy Report for June 17th through the 23rd. So today, just a real quick recap as always. The way I read the cards is I will pull one card for the Divine Feminine energy and one card for the Divine Masculine energy. If you identify yourself as the Divine Feminine, then you should really pay attention to the Divine Masculine energy card. And if you're a Divine Masculine, then you should pay attention to the Divine Feminine energy, because that's the energy that you need to connect with and develop inside of yourself, right? So the way I view the twin flame, the twin within, is that in order to move forward on this journey, you really need to focus and concentrate on connecting with the energy that is the opposite of what you identify with yourself. Okay? So we are going to start out here, as always, with the card for the Divine Feminine. And this week I pulled the Eight of Swords in reverse. So the way that I read the Tarot deck, I read it as a very internal alchemical, a tool for internal alchemical development. So what do I mean by that? First of all, I don't really use it to try and figure out what's going to happen in the future. I really use it as a means of figuring out what kind of energies are surrounding a subject at any given moment in time. And so given that, I don't think that there are any bad or negative cards in the Tarot deck, right? A lot of people see the Eight of Swords as a negative card. They might see the Nine of Swords as a negative card, or the Ten of Swords as a negative card. I see those actually as very positive cards, and they're just basically telling you what you need to focus on right now. So with the Eight of Swords, normally right side up, what it indicates is that you're moving into a time where you need to really confront the ideas that are holding you back, and realizing that that there are no prisons other than the ones that we make for ourselves in our minds. Like, so the fears that we have about things, the limiting beliefs that we have, those are things that we just made up, or that we took on because we heard somebody say them. Or somebody told us something that upset us, and we held on to that. So these things are just make-believe. They were created out of nothing. They are nothing, and we choose to either hold on to them or recognize them for what they are and release them. And so with the Eight of Swords in reverse, what this is indicating is that the Divine Feminine energies, basically you're at a point where you have the opportunity to go through this process, to really sit down and examine your limiting beliefs, your fears, the negative self-talk, and recognize them for what they are and release them. But in reverse, it's saying that you are avoiding that. And so what you really need to do is sit down, stop avoiding it, make some time for yourself to go through all of this process, because it's just illusion. They're just made up. They're nothing. You know, she's not really surrounded by a prison. She can walk through those at any point in time. You know, she can take the blindfold off whenever she wants, right? So the Eight of Swords is very, very similar to the Devil card in that regard, in that in the traditional Tarot, the Devil card, the man and the woman have chains around their necks, but the chains are very loose and they can take them off at any time, right? So these are self-inflicted issues. So don't avoid your fears. Don't avoid taking stock of your negative self-talk. Take the time to sit down and write these things out and realize how these are ideas and beliefs and patterns that you can let go of if you put your mind to it. Because your mind made them all up, so your mind can dismiss them just as easily, right? So that's the divine feminine energy. So all of you out there who identify yourself as the divine masculine, these are the energies that you want to take a look at this week. Sit down, take a look at where you are limiting yourself. Where are you speaking negatively about yourself? Where are you holding yourself back? And realize that it's up to you. They're not real. So recognize them and then let them go. Okay. So that was the feminine energies, the masculine energies. So this is for all the divine feminines out there. The masculine energy this week is the Knight of Cups. So the Knight of Cups is, it's an energy of being more self-confident, and not only in how you feel, but in getting out there and engaging others with your feelings. So the Knight is really a card of engagement, getting out, meeting people, talking with people, expressing your feelings, and also hearing how other people express their feelings. Not being afraid to really get into your emotions in a very interactive way, in a very public way, in a very interactive way with other people, right? So speaking your truth and also hearing others as they speak their truth, right? So that's the Knight of Cups. Yeah, so get out there and use your voice. Speak your truth. And whatever feelings, people have, there aren't really, there are joyful feelings and there are painful feelings, but there aren't really any bad feelings or good feelings. They're just our feelings and emotions, and it's okay. It's okay for people to have them, whatever they are. We part of what we have to do is we have to stop judging ourselves and stop judging others for the emotions that we have, and instead allow that space for it to be okay for people to talk about their feelings, express their feelings. And oftentimes when you do have very negative feelings and you express them, they're released or they're processed. And when we don't allow for that to happen, especially between people, I mean, there's something very powerful about just expressing your feelings on your own. That would be more like the Page of Cups. But what's even far more powerful is allowing yourself to express your feelings amongst other people, and also giving them the space to express their feelings with you as well. So, Divine Feminines, this is your masculine energy that you want to pay attention to this week and really work on. So, okay. And then, as always, I pull an oracle card from Colette Baron-Reid's The Enchanted Map series. I really like this. I think that's perfect for the Twin Flame journey, because God knows that we all need a map for this journey, because it's a kind of a crazy one. But the card that I pulled was Ring Circus. Sorry for the glare. Ring Circus. All right. Ring Circus. And that certainly is how it feels a lot of the time when you're on this journey. It feels like you're in a ring circus. All right. So, and I really like this card for this reading. It does actually tie things together nicely. The Ring Circus. You are capable and competent. Independence is the key now as you step into your journey today. Others may not have the vision or resources that you need. Recognize that all the wisdom you've acquired along the way makes you particularly competent, capable of moving forward. That should be competent and capable of moving forward with assurance. Self-reliance is important. So again, this negative self-talk, limiting beliefs, let it go. You're competent, capable, and very capable of being self-reliant. So let go of those fears, let go of that negative self-talk. Another aspect to consider is creating and maintaining clear boundaries between you and another. Be discerning about your partnerships at this time. When you know who you are and have a healthy sense of where you end and others begin, you're able to enter into the best kind of relationships and will attract people who mirror back your wholeness. Interdependent relationships are always mutually supportive, stimulating, and transformative. You can achieve anything at this time. And so again, this ties into the Knight of Cups, which is pretty much the only way to know who you are, have really good boundaries of, where you begin, where you end and others begin, is by engaging with other people and expressing your feelings and really understanding, how you are unique and different from everyone else out there. And so you express your feelings, you allow them to express their feelings, and as you do that more and more, you will gain a really solid sense of yourself. If you're being very honest about your feelings, you have to be honest. You have to, and that's the courageous part, right? That's why this is the Knight. The Knights are courageous, and you have to use courage about speaking your honest feelings, no matter how difficult that might be. And having the courage to allow others to speak their honest feelings, because sometimes people are going to say things that we don't want to hear, but it's okay, because when you do hear things that are maybe upsetting, it's not upsetting for long, and it's so much better than having those thoughts about what if in your head. Well, what do they really think? What do they really feel about this, that, or the other? And so when people are actually given the ability and the space to speak honestly, then there's no more guessing going on. And it's such a better way to live. No guessing. No, the hamster is not running, continuously in your head. You're not having to think about it. You know where people stand, and they know where you stand. And so you got to have courage to do that, courage to speak your truth. And the more you do that, the more you're going to attract the right people into your life, because you're going to know who you are. You're going to know who you want to be with and who you don't want to be with. And you will attract the right people into your life, and you will feel better about yourself and more capable about yourself. So yeah, going back to that one Ring Circus, right? And the more you know who you are, the less likely you're going to be in this illusory mental trap, because those swords are just gonna fade away, because you're gonna know that that's not true. So that's the reading for this week. I hope you all have a great week. If you like this video, please click like, and if you like what you're seeing, then please click subscribe. And otherwise, have a great week, and until next time, bye bye.